Ashretha, and I'm here with Armand. And we're going to discuss the college admissions process, specifically the scholarship portion of it. Armand, great to have you here. Could you tell us a bit about yourself?
Yeah, of course. Hi, my name is Armand Benegas. I'm currently a sophomore at the University of South Carolina, and I'm studying finance and accounting as a dual major. And I received a scholarship worth, I believe, cumulative $85,000 over the course of 4 years to attend University of South Carolina.
Congratulations. Can you tell us more in depth about your scholarship that you received?
Yes, of course. So, due to my high school performance, when I applied to University of South Carolina, I was automatically considered for scholarship. And what they do is they take your ACT scores or your SAT, as well as your high school GPA, and they fit you on a percentage or a percentile, and then you'll be allocated scholarship that way.
So it's an automatic process. You don't have to apply for it for this specific school?
So for this specific school, it's an automatic process. The only thing is if you have high enough of a GPA, you have the option to apply to the honors college. And with the honors college, I believe tuition is free. So that's a separate application.
Okay, I see. Um, how can a student get a full ride scholarship? Because I know that's something a lot of people are trying to get, especially to get ease off the burden, financial burden, or just in general to just have that scholarship.
Yeah, great question. So I was actually lucky enough that during my college application phase, I received a full ride academic scholarship to University of Alabama. And the way that I received it was I believe it's a recipient of the National Hispanic Recognition Award as part of College Board. And they automatically gave me a full ride scholarship, so I didn't have to apply for anything. I had no idea that existed, but when I opened up that letter, it was one of the best feelings in the world. But back to your point, some of the ways that kids can attain full ride scholarships, the likelihood or probability of you attaining a full ride scholarship out the gate isn't necessarily very high, but you could always apply to supplemental scholarships to combine with the college or the scholarship from the college.
That's definitely very interesting. Um, and now that you have the scholarship, of course, a lot of people would be wondering. Of course, scholarships can get revoked, unfortunately, but under what circumstances would colleges revoke those scholarships?
So usually the only two that come to mind are failure to meet the grade minimum. So I believe for my scholarship, I have to maintain a cumulative 3.0 for to retain all my money and be able to pay for that portion of school. But the other way, obviously, is through disciplinary. If you're caught plagiarizing or cheating or just breaking integrity, they can remove your scholarship. And the same goes for just like your behavior. If you're getting in trouble too much with the school, then that could be a course of action.
Yeah, and all of these definitely make sense because it's a scholarship, and they, of course, have these certain expectations for you, and they have requirements to even get that scholarship. So all of these definitely make sense. Um, can you provide any more insight on the types of scholarships available, specifically merit-based or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. So obviously, when people think of scholarship, they usually think of merit, but in actuality, it's broken down into three different categories. I would definitely say it's service, uh, merit, and athletic. So athletic, that's a whole different process. That's recruitment. That's you tour with the schools, you meet with the coaches. Academic or merit slash academic, I would say is definitely the easiest to obtain. And then service, I know a couple colleges that have select programs where if you have exemplified service throughout your high school career, they will consider you for a special scholarship. I believe the University of South Carolina offers one of those options. as well.
Um, Ultimately, I think something that's probably going to ease a lot of people's stress about this is your advice to them after going through this whole entire process. What's your ultimate advice to a high schooler on just even the admissions process itself?
I would definitely say you're going to end up where you're supposed to be. Back when I was applying to high school or to colleges rather, I applied to a lot of the premier northeastern schools, and I was in love with a school called Providence College, but sadly I didn't receive any scholarship money there, and the price tag was $80,000. And coming here to a school that I felt equally at home at, with the added bonus of not having to pay for full tuition, it didn't really make sense to me to go and pursue and get myself into debt as opposed to go here, take on a little bit of debt, but at the same time just have more financial freedom.
I definitely agree. I think that's something a lot of seniors are going through right now as they get their acceptances or whatever they get in the mail. And ultimately, I think that's something we all need to remember, like wherever we go is what's best for us.
Mhm.
And ultimately, like you said, whichever place that ends up feeling home. Uh,
Yeah, sorry. I would also add that at the end of the day, it is also a college degree. So you have to weigh that option. Like you're going to get the same education you will at another school. Obviously, some programs are a little better. They have more funds allocated to them, but at the end of the day, you're still learning the same things. You'll still be well prepared for whatever profession you choose.
yeah, exactly. It's just ultimately you're there for it just to learn about your major, your job profession, like you said. Ultimately, that's what matters at the end of the day. Thank you so much for your time and taking time out of your day to do this. I know this is going to help a lot of people. Um, and thank you so much.